Hi, this is Clara for Blockchain of Things. Today, we'll learn how to handle document and file types in Catenis Flow. The Catenis system is extremely flexible and can handle logging and sending or messaging data of any size or type. Catenis was designed with powerful information-agnostic capabilities, so it can be used by a myriad of applications across an endless number of industries. A common use case of blockchain technology is to log or send files with their respective MIME types, such as Word documents, PDF documents, MP4 movies, or MP3 music. These files can only be opened by their respective client applications, and computers use file extensions to help identify the file's MIME types. Catenis, on the other hand, accepts and transmits everything via a byte stream, which makes it extremely powerful. However, Catenis does not have any notion of a file type, nor the file's extension. When handling documents or files, we need to build a simple protocol to pass to Catenis the content of the file along with the name and its extension, as one byte stream in a specific encoding type, such as base 64, which is typically used for files. When receiving the payload from Catenis, we need to run through the same protocol and extract the file name and extension from the payload and reassemble it as a file, then save it. To make this implementation easier, we have pre-written a flow and a helper module called the Catenis-file module. Let's install and configure the module and example flow now, so that you have a template to use for handling documents and file types in your own applications. You can install the Catenis-file module into Node-RED by first navigating to the folder in which you installed your settings file, which is typically Node-RED's default user directory. You can double-check that you are installing into the correct directory by opening your terminal and entering this command to navigate to the directory where we expect the settings file to be, and then enter the ls command to list the directory contents. If you see a file called settings.js, then you're in the right place. If you can't find your settings file, go to this link for instructions on how to find your settings file. Once you have navigated to the directory containing your Node-RED settings file in your terminal, edit the settings.js file and add the following property to the function global context object. Now save the file. Now enter this command to install the Catenis-file module. npm install Catenis-file. Now, with Node-RED running in our browser, let's copy an example flow into our workspace. First, navigate to this link and click this link. Now, copy the example flow provided to your computer's clipboard. On the Node-RED workspace, click on the hamburger menu and click Import to display the Import Flow dialog box. Paste the flow into the import box and click the Import button. Now, you should see the flow you copied in a new tab. This flow implements a basic file type handling protocol. Anytime you need to create your own file type handling protocol, you can begin by using this flow and modify it to your own needs. After importing the flow, double-click on the Store File Catenis Flow log message node to configure it and add a new Catenis device, then click Done. Then double-click on the Recover File Catenis Flow read message node to configure it, and select the same Catenis device that had been added for the Store File node. Then click Done, then click Deploy. To upload a file to the Bitcoin blockchain, point your web browser to this link. Select a file and click on Upload File. If everything goes well, you will get a message ID in response. Take note of the message ID, since you will need it to download the file. To download a file from the Bitcoin blockchain that had been previously uploaded, point your web browser to this link, replacing message ID for the actual message ID that had been returned when the file was uploaded. Now, the file will be saved to your local computer. Great! You've got all the basics and you're ready to move on to the next chapter in this tutorial series. Now, we'll take a deeper dive into each of the Catenis Flow nodes, starting in our next tutorial with the log message node.